My name is Natalie Prez, and I have an interview with a member of the band Till the End on September 1st, 2025. So, can you give us a little insight behind the band and its members? How did you guys get started? How many members are there, etc.?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's actually kind of a long story. We this band Till the End we formed in 2023. Our singer Anthony, he's kind of the hub of the band. He has been in bands with each of us, different bands with each of us throughout the years. I was in a band with him back in the early 2000s out in Arizona. He played with our drummer Martin in a band called Armageddon. He played with our other guitar player Costas in a band called Crystal Tears. The idea for the band came about from him. Just wanted to kind of pick and choose people throughout the years that were like brothers to him, and like we all wanted to just get together and start making music together. So that's kind of how the band started. Everything started with Anthony playing with each of us throughout the years. We are all geographically separated. Costas and Martin, they both even live in Europe. I live in Pennsylvania, just north of Philly, and our singer Anthony lives out in Arizona. So we're all over the place. So it's kind of a unique situation.
What's the origin story behind the band's name? And does it have a meaning behind it, or it's just a name?
Um, no, well, I mean, I guess like Anthony would say, it's kind of his love story to the band. All of us coming together, making music, till the end of time kind of thing. That's kind of the idea that I get from it.
How would you describe the way you guys sound to somebody who has never heard your music before?
Um, I don't really like genres or subgenres. Like everybody gets really specific on what is this and what isn't this. We're a metal band. I guess if you were to like ask, what we're closest to, a lot of people call us melodic death metal, similar to like Old In Flames, Arch Enemy type stuff. There's definitely a lot of that influence, that old like Gothenburg sound in what we do. So yeah, there's influences there, but there's also a lot of other influences. Costas, he brings in a lot of different influences. There's like some Middle Eastern type sounds with some of the riffs and licks that he plays. So yeah, there's a lot of we're a metal band first and foremost. But yeah, if you were to ask to pin a subgenre on us, I would call us melodic death metal.
What have you released so far, and what can be expected from your works as far as, EPs, singles, albums, etc.?
So yeah, we released an EP, our first EP earlier this year in was it in March? We released that 6 songs. We played a show out in Budapest, Hungary, as the kind of EP release show for us. The first time we all kind of got together, and it is funny. It was the first time we had ever all been in the same room together. Was that trip? We went out there. We kind of met each other because we'd through writing and everything we had done video chats and stuff like that, but we'd never been in the same room together. So we all went out to dinner that first night, got to know each other a little bit. The next day we rehearsed, and then the day after that we played a show. So it was kind of all quick, quick, quick. Turned out great. The EP's been pretty well received. There's over 100,000 streams on Spotify, I believe it is. Some of the music videos we've done on YouTube, gotten some good results on those as well. Right now, we're in the process of recording our first full length album. We're almost done with all the recording. Just a matter of getting the mixes and masters done. Hopefully later this year that'll happen.
How about upcoming shows? Are there anything in the works or even a tour or nothing planned out yet?
Obviously, being like I said, being geographically separated from everybody makes touring or doing regular shows difficult. Like I said earlier this year, we started out in Europe. Later, well, actually, January. So the very start of the next year, the Europe guys are going to fly over here, and we're going to play a handful of shows here in the Northeast. We've got dates booked already for Philly, well, outside of Philly, Benson, PA. And then we have a show in New York City as well. And then there's another one or two that are not confirmed yet, but we're working on them. One for Jersey and possibly Connecticut. We'll see how that turns out. But for right now, PA and New York City are the set in stone book dates. So that'll be January 16th in PA and January 17th in New York City.
What other plans do you have set for the future as a band besides music and show playing? Any other big surprises you would like to discuss, or you want to keep everything on the down low?
I mean, obviously, obviously always looking to play more shows, trying to for next year maybe try to do some festival dates, get in some bigger venues that we can expose more people to us because we're still relatively unknown. We do have some name recognition with some of the previous bands guys have been in. Like I said, Anthony, he was in Armageddon with Martin, Chris Amott's band. He was one of the guys that formed Arch Enemy back in the day. And then he also sang for Night Rage, another pretty popular melodic death metal band. Well, more popular over in Europe, but people in the States still know them if you're into the genre. So there's some name recognition there. Our drummer also played for Orgy. So there's some bands that we've played in that people know some of the members, so that helps a little bit. But obviously, getting out in front of people and having people hear our music that helps. So definitely looking to play more shows. We're always writing. Costas he's a songwriting machine. He's just always got songs falling out of his head. So we're at no shortage of material. So definitely some more writing here after this next set of shows. And then outside of that, yeah, not too much. We're shooting some more music videos. We always try to do some music videos with the singles we release. Sometimes it's as simple as each of us records our own pieces and then we will send them to an editor, or I'll do it myself sometimes. When we were out in Budapest, we actually shot a music video together, which was great because we hadn't had an opportunity to do that. That is going to be the first single released off of this new album, which is going to be coming up here pretty soon. We're trying to start releasing a couple singles ahead of those January shows. So that'll be cool. That video, we shot it in it was like an old abandoned Soviet era hospital there in Budapest. Just happened to the photographer that was following us around, helping us out. His dad happened to be like on the town council for that area and hooked it up to where we could go in there and shoot a music video. So that was really cool. We try to throw in some covers in the live shows. We're actually working on one. The previous shows we did like stick to kind of traditional metal bands. We did some In Flames, we did some Dark Tranquillity, but this time around we're doing something a little bit different. We're still keeping it a little bit under wraps, but something older, something that was not metal that we kind of made a little bit metal.
Whereabouts online can we find you as far as social media, listen to your music? Can we buy your merch online? Throw
Yeah,
out some more.
absolutely. Yeah, we're pretty active on most social media platforms. We're on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Our handle on pretty much everything is Till the End Official. Uh, one L on Till. That one trips people up. So yeah, Till the End Official, and then our actual website is tilltheendofficial.com. We have like a bunch of different t-shirt designs, hoodies, sweatshirts, all that kind of stuff. You can actually, I don't know if the EP is on the because we did do a run of physical CDs for the EP. I don't know if that's up on the website or not. I would have to check, but if not, you can always reach out to us. I have some here that I will gladly send out if people want an actual like physical CD. As far as the music itself, like you can find us on YouTube, obviously Spotify, Apple Music, and whatever your favorite streaming service of choices. We're probably on there. Just gotta search for Till the End.
When it comes to your live performances, can you elaborate on how those go down? Do they go really crazy? Is it all calm and collected? Do you have any crazy stories about any performances?
Well, I mean, not a whole lot of stuff to draw from right now because we are, like I said, just kind of starting out, getting the name out there. We are definitely high energy on stage. We're definitely not standing there on stage like statues, like some bands do. We're moving around, we're having a good time, and we want to see the crowd doing the same. Interesting thing with our band that's kind of odd for some people is we don't actually have a live bass player at the moment. For all the recordings, I record the bass, but when we play live, I play guitar. I play the rhythm guitar. So right now, when we get up on stage and play, all of our bass is being played through backing tracks, and it's just the four of us on stage, and that's thrown people before. They're like, "Wait a minute, where's your bass player?" So we're not in a hurry to find somebody. If we were to find the right person that's a good fit for the band, that gets along with everybody, kind of gets what we do. Um, I think we'd all be for that, but we're not in a hurry to just fill a slot just to have somebody on stage. We want to make sure it's the right fit. So for now, it works the way we're doing it, and we'll keep doing that until one day maybe we find the right person.
Hmm. And lastly, what is it you would like the listener to remember the most when hearing your music for the first time and seeing you guys for the first time live?
Um, wow. I would say like I think we all would want people to kind of come away from like a live show going like, wow, like those guys were on point, like lots of energy, really tight. I think while we do pull some inspiration from those previous bands I mentioned, like In Flames, those old kind of Gothenburg sound bands, I think we're doing our own unique thing with it. I definitely don't want us to be, and nor do I think we are, like a clone of any of those bands. Like we're trying to do what they did. There's definitely inspiration that you will hear in our music from those bands, but I would like people to listen to our stuff and go, "Wow, that's something different. That's something really cool."